Hey everybody. Trying to fix me cords. I don't know if I done my cords exactly right. Look, eye problems day. I think Steve did it to me. It's all Steve's fault. Let's blame him for it. So, being on thyroid medicine has been pretty wildly awesome because now I have all my energy back and things are clearing up downstairs. My cycle being messed up for 4 months was pretty unpopular around my house, including very unpopular with me. And so now we're going to go back to normal reality maybe. Today's soap making day. I may bring you in for a couple of videos off and on throughout the day just for fun. But today, first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to tell you about online soap making classes. And I gotta go get my computer because that was bad. All right. Oh, thank you. And oh yeah, she asked me a question right before I went live. Hang on a minute. You're needing to know about the oils, right? Alright, so that is your super fats. Here it is. So you're starting with 20 ounces of that, and then 26 ounces of that, and then 12 ounces of that, and 10 ounces of that. And you know it's 4 of that, 4 scoops. And we now have, oh, you can put these back on their tray so they don't hit you. Here is the new box, so we don't have to, we'll mess with this, but, and then we're still using this. And right here is, this one here is, and this one is the water, and we're gonna have to open coconut. Oh, you remember the jokes right there? I did that. Oh, okay. All right. So you need to get your scale, and this right here. If you look at it right here, it always says right here, sweetie. Yeah, it's estrogenizing your follicle. But in any case, just get those situated, get you a scale, and start with one of the oils that you can reach. Because I'm going to have to help you open that big one up there on top. And you'll get a different bowl for each one of these. And where's the tool at? Here's our tool. So like this is the first pot you do. So you want to unplug, well actually, once you get your first wool in there, you want to turn these things on low. And so you'll need to pull them forward so the cords will get too hot. And you'll put your lids, you know, like this. Yeah, put your lids like that. And then this has got something in it. Check the others to make sure they're empty. That's just like something that's felt like a little soap chip. So no telling where it came from. But you'll have your scale, and you'll do, let's say, the first one is 20. And so you'll put your tool right here because that's the first one you're going to do. Guys, y'all should try this. Hang on. Let me bring you over here. This is a really handy little trick. It's a handy little trick. Okay? So, watch this. Let me get the thing. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. It's this, I think. Or is it this? There we go. All right. So, I think I'm a little sideways. I don't have my cords exactly right. There we go. Maybe I won't be sideways now. I hate being sideways. It's not fair. Oh, by the way, I like my shirt. It says, wild. I know. Read the back. She goes, read the back, read the back, read.
I need a good paddling.
Because I'm wild. I'm a kayaker, you know, so it's a paddling joke. And so It's really fun. But we're keeping my vest over it today, and we're tucking that in. Y'all think I'm fun. I got to show you something that me and Steve laughed our butts off last night. We literally were hysterical, okay? We were hysterical. And when you start reading the comments, you get hysterical. Okay, all right. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Here. Okay, but let me show you this. Okay, where's your scale? Go get your scale. We call it a tool because it's a tool. It's an Allen wrench. And what we do is we put it in front of our first crock pot. And she's put our crock pots in here long ways, and she's going to regret that. Thoroughly regret it. Here, get this one over here. Just see, you don't have any workspace. You got to have workspace over there. You need workspace.
I thought they were this way last time. I thought about putting them this way.
No, we always put them this way. And some little pieces of soap, for some reason, has gotten in these.
They're falling off.
Oh, it's falling off the lids. Look at that.
Started from that way.
Who didn't clean the lids up good last time?
You didn't make it.
I didn't make you clean the lids up. Am I supposed to make you?
They told me to put them up and just wash this part.
Oh, well. It's all my fault. I should have known. I can't even blame Steve for it. He's not here. Didn't have anything to do with the soap making. I could have blamed Steve, you know. All right. So that gives you some workspace. Here's this. There's normally spoons in each box. We don't use except for that spoon in that box. And when we change oils, what do? We change spoons. Why? Why?
We're not supposed to mix.
Do you know? The reason that we don't change spoons is because when the FDA comes in and grabs one of your bars of soaps and says, we've had customer complaint, and has it analyzed, and the label says it has no coconut oil in it, and they find traces of coconut oil in it, that gives them a right to come in and test every product you got and just grab stuff off the shelf and throw it away because you cross-contaminated stuff with your spoon. And so what do?
Keep them all separate.
We keep them all separate. So when we're because some recipes have coconut in it and some recipes might not. And some recipes have palm oil in it and some recipes might not. And if you're cross-contaminating, even with your stirring spoon, you are giving the FDA fuel. And we cannot build that fire, right? So everything has to be separated. So if there's a spoon in this box, then it was put in there when it was clean and it stays in there, and we use it with that product, and we use a separate spatula to scrape it into the thing, and then when we get done, what do we do with the spatula and the bowl? When we've put let's say we're putting coconut oil in here with this thing and we've got a spatula and we're done with it, what do we do with it? We throw it away. That's right. We put it in the sink because we don't want to accidentally use it again for soybean oil or lard or palm oil. We have to make sure that we keep our oils separate. Woohoo! All right, so get you some spatulas. Count your oils. That's how many spatulas you'll need. And so like what we do is it's an assembly line around here because we have so many crock pots, and I highly recommend that you do this too. So we put the coconut oil in this bowl, and then we get more coconut oil, and we put coconut oil in that one, and we leave this here. And we put this, and then we come back and we say, well, we've done this one, now we're going to do this one. And if we get, Kimberly screams from the front, bring me a Dr. Pepper, which I wouldn't do because I don't drink Dr. Pepper, but Steve does, and it's just what come to me. Then when you come back, you won't come back and go, oh my God, which one did I stop working on? Is that coconut oil? Well, you won't have that because we'll look right here and there's a tool that showed you the last one you did. We call it a tool because it's an Allen wrench, and Allen wrenches are a tool. So anyway, so that's how we do it, right? Okay, one at a time, assembly line. All right, fix the rest of your crock pots. Get your lids off of them and start poking coconut oil in there. I mean, not coconut oil. We're going to have to open that. I'll have to help you. Start with the first oil on the list, which is, there you go. All right, and when you turn this on, we are making sure that it is on ounces. We don't want pounds and ounces, because then you got to do math. Nobody wants to do math. I don't want to do math. Do you want to do math? I don't want to do math. All right, so I got to show you something. It was so funny. But, oh, I'm supposed to talk to you about soap making classes. I forgot. Okay, so let's talk to you about soap making classes. I got to get my computer out because I had a message this morning that said, no, don't play with the lids. Get the oil in there. Get your crock pots turned right. Get your lids off. That'll give us a little workspace down here, and then we can clean those before you put them on. After we get the oils done, because we got to get what going on around here. You want to stay here till midnight? We got to get what in that? What do we got to get in those oils? Lye water. We can't make soap until we get lye water in there. And if we don't have lye water in there, then we're not cooking soap. And if we ain't cooking soap, then what are we doing? Staying here till midnight. Steve don't care now. He's got a couch. He's like, stay as long as you want one. Oh, I'm feeling so much better. I'm feeling so much better. I tell you, there's just nothing like a little thyroid pill when your thyroid's messed up. All right, so let me fix this. Hang on. There you go. All right, so let's get the thyroid. Let's get this computer open and let's talk about upcoming classes. So now, people's been at me for years. When you gonna do online classes? When you gonna do online classes? When you gonna write an ebook? When you gonna write an ebook? So we're gonna try to do it. Hello. Oh yeah, that's right. Another reason you don't want to cross-contaminate is because people's allergic to stuff. But really, when the rubber meets the road, you don't want to cross-contaminate because the FDA will get your butt. And the reason the FDA is making sure that you don't cross-contaminate is because of the health and wellness of people who purchase your products. And if your label says something's in there, it better be in there. And if it says there's not something in there, it better not be in there. There you go. All right. Hey, you know that little chair, that tall chair? We had it in here. And it stays in there. Would you go get that for me, please? All right. So now, let's see if we can get this soap making class thing down. So what we're doing is on the 2 days a week that I work, at 6 o'clock when the store closes, we start up the class. And this is a pre-class. Hey, New York. And this is a pre-class, okay? So, the pre-class is Hillary on yet? Is Hillary on there yet? Hillary better be on there. I was swamped and then I ran back here and I jumped on really quick because I was late. She told me like 11 something. Oh, that's awesome. You've learned a lot from my videos. All right, so so let me tell you the website you're supposed to go to. It's www.soapy, SOAPY, kisses, KISSES.com. So soapykisses.com, soapykisses.com, soapykisses.com. I just throwed this website up. I did my best with it. We're still working out some kinks. And here it is. Okay? Yeah. There we go. There it is. That's what you're expecting to see. And the first thing you're going to learn is there is a class information page on Facebook. We're still sort of establishing stuff. So, there's a possibility that you might click there and not see every class, but that will change. Hillary is on the job. And so so if you click, where is my mouse? Where is my mouse? Okay. So if you click, oh, there it goes. It takes you to a Facebook page where my head's been cut off. Hillary complains. But it has my essential soap, name right there. And it has the soap. And that's what's important. And so anyway, so when you come here, we talk about classes and paying for classes. And see, Hillary, she's checking her list, making sure everybody's on the right page this time, for the class that's happening this evening. And oh, somebody liked my photo. I got sidetracked. Anyway, so that is where you'll go for that. Now I'm going to hit the back button and take us back to the Soapy Kisses page. Well, how did that happen? The cat goes, "Meow." I don't know. Okay, so there's the Soapy Kiss pages. Now, I'm going to bring you down where you can see this better. So just hang on. You're going for a loop. Okay, so on this, you'll see here where it talks about some things about classes, and you'll see the first video I did about classes. And we're trying to make these really affordable so everybody can afford them. And then here's the contact information for Hillary. And Hillary's what makes this possible, because Hillary's willing to do some of the stuff that I don't have time for. And Hillary receives an expense stipend for that. So Hillary is keeping up with, she does the welcome letters, she makes sure you're on the right page, she makes sure you get let on there on time. She's awesome. She's awesome. And so she keeps everybody where they're supposed to be, and she keeps all that doing because I and then I keep up with making sure that the class setting is right. And there is sometimes interruptions in class because just because I'm doing the classes doesn't mean that sometimes I'm not making product. So it could be that during the class I'll have to pause for a minute and go, check on a product that's being made. I have employee and whatnot, but sometimes just like now, she needed some assistance. So this is not just me 100% and just you, but you're not paying $500 either. You're just paying 20 or 30 or something like that. So you do pay for the fact that sometimes I might have to say, okay, we're going to take a break, everybody, go use the bathroom, get you another glass of wine, and I'm going to go over here and check this, and then I'll be right back. So anyway, but we do not have interruptions by customers. We wait until the store is closed, so you'll never have that kind of an interruption. All right, and we do classes 2 days a week predominantly, and sometimes just 1 day a week, depending on the class series. So like right now, let's click on classes available, and over here we have just basic understanding about the Go Live format. Here is a series, and we make a rule that once we start a series that happens over a period of time, that if you decide you want to jump in the middle, you've got to pay for every class, because we leave the classes on the Facebook group page that only the students are allowed to join. So whenever you go in, then you can watch the go live videos after they're not live and get caught up. And then Hillary helps you with any other details that you might need to do because you weren't there for class. And we're actually working on a gold with this one. We're going to take beginner soap makers and have them make soap. So we're formulating what to buy, formulating how to pick a recipe, formulating how to tweak a recipe if you don't have all the ingredients, formulating what essential oils they're going to use, what additives they're going to use, how much of each one of those things. And so this is what the series that's going on at the moment. And this one, you can't just pop in for a session and leave. If you do, because the other sessions are on there. And this chair was really great for a while there, but that chair is not making me happy now. I need to be lower. So here we go. Now that's better. Okay, so that's what's going on with that particular session. And we've got $40 they paid for this week, and they get 2 classes. The first class was what additives and how they might have to prepare them, or how much they're going to need. So like they said, well, I'd like to make a soap that was moisturizing. So I said, okay, tell me more about the use of that moisture. Is it for somebody with extremely dry skin, or just mild dry skin, or is it for the face? Is it for the body? And we just slowly but surely knocked it down. Some people said, well, I want to make a soap that's soothing. So is it soothing to the mind? You want essential oils in there that's, relaxing, or is it soothing to the skin? Some people said, well, I want to make a soap for a facial bar. So each person, we formulated what additives should go in the bar for what they wanted it to do. And now tonight, we're going to formulate their essential oils or scent for what they wanted that bar to do. And then we'll have a wrap-up class next week for $20. That'll just be a 1-session class. And that's where everybody has got all their supplies in. They've gotten everything. They're ready to go, but they've got questions and they've got to work out little last-minute details. And so this is our wrap-up class next week for $20. And it's like probably going to be a 2 or 3 hour class, so it's really affordable. But then the actual class where we make soap is going to be probably 6 hours long. And that class costs you $75. But you will have me all day, no interruptions. I will come in on a day that I am not working, that there is no product that I have being made. I have no responsibilities except for to you, because you're going to need me 100%. So right here, this class costs you a little bit more, and it tells you the dates and stuff like that. So that's that class, all right? So here is a class that's a standalone class. So this class is done on a different Facebook page, and it is done on a different Facebook page. So you only have to pay for that class. You'll get let on that page when the time comes. When you pay, it'll take you to the actual Facebook page, and you'll click join, and Hillary will just leave your join request there until it's time. You'll immediately send proof of payment to Hillary via email, and she'll then validate the payment with me, and then she'll send you a welcome email and talk to you about what you need to have, blah, 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 get you all set up for the preparations for the class. This class is going to be more of watch me do it, plus I'm going to teach elements of lye. So how to pick your lye. What's the difference in this kind of lye and that kind of lye? How should I store lye? How should I precautions for myself when I'm mixing lye? What kind of equipment should I use when dealing with lye? Then how do I mix lye water into oil safely? So it's all about lye safety and gear and knowing your your friend the lie, Crystal, because it is your friend. You can't make soap without it. So this one here, it's only 20 bucks. And we don't have the strong limit that we do on the classes where they're more interactive. So this one's only 20 bucks. You get to come in and go be on the Go Live video, and there'll be some answers and questions. All right. So then here's another standalone class, and this is a lotion making class. But the first one, we're actually taking you really slow through the process of making homemade soap, and you're actually going to make it, and you're getting all your stuff together. We're all going to make it together. But this is more of it's a 2-class setup, $30 each class. And this is going to be more educational and helping you prepare, create a recipe, but then you'll do your lotion making on your own. At any time during this process, though, people can pay for a one-on-one class with me. We just haven't offered that yet, but we're going to. So what will happen is you're going to look, what supplies do I need for making lotion? Where do I buy those supplies? Sanitation. How do I make sure that I'm doing that right? I go through all the very, very detailed processes of that. And then there's going to be ingredients and talking about the different oils and what they do and how they work in a lotion recipe. So it depends on what kind of lotion you want to make, depends on what kind of oils you use. And then lotion recipe formulation. So I'm going to actually teach you how to make your own recipe. And then I'm going to actually make a small batch of lotion right in front of you so that you can actually see it done and understand how it all works. So, there's things like, where do I buy preservative? What kind of preservative do I use? Where do I buy emulsifier? What kind of emulsifier do I use? So, that kind of thing, all those kind of questions we're going to try to go over. And that class will cost you $60 total. And then we have here an essential oils class. This is essential oils and soap. So what we're going to do is we have cut this to 20 students because we're going to let 20 students asked about how much of this and this and this do I put in my soap. I've got these essential oils and I want to put them in my soap. How do I do it? How much of each one do I put in, basically? And then you get to also listen to everybody else. Sure, there could be some repeats, but basically you could learn 20 different essential oil recipes because everybody's could possibly have a different list of essential oils that they want to put in the soap. And so they're going to have a different recipes, but I'm sure there'll be some repeats, but there might not be. So anyway, so that right there will cost you $30, and it's a one-time class, and you get a lot of information from it, and you get to be online. So that's the classes that we have set up so far, and it's soapykisses.com. I hope Hillary's on here. She'll kill me if I didn't do right. She sort of gave me the heads up when she could do it, which was around 11:15. And so I thought I did it, but I haven't got a message from her that says I'm on. But something may have happened in her life, and she may not be able to be on right now. Let's see if I can find her. Well, I'm not finding Hillary. She's going to kill me. She's going to kill my butt. So, there you go. But anyway, now, if y'all have any questions and you would like, it's too difficult. There's, especially with Hillary not being here, she sometimes helps me with questions, but it's like on this little bitty phone, and it's like little bitty section with the comments, and they move and they disappear and then they pop back up. So if you have a question that you would definitely like for me to ask, you can pay $1 or $2 and do a super chat if you want to, and that would get your question to stay up there so I can answer it. Now I'm going to take you into the 2 actual pages where we do these classes and let you sort of see what that's like. So right here, The class is held on a closed Facebook page. So if somebody didn't get right with their PayPal payment and they didn't go, so here it is. So here is the page. This is the secret page that you can't see. So right here, we have, let's see, we have, I think, 13 members on there right now because I think we have 11 people in our class. And so here is Series 1, Class 1, Part 2. And here is Series 1, Class 1, Part 1. And there's my boobs really high. Uh-oh, hang on. I'm not showing y'all anything, am I? I'm being bad. Being so bad. Okay. All right. So, yeah, see, there's my boobs. And what's really nice is you can click on it and you can make it bigger. And here is a class starting, basically. I'm reaching for who knows what and getting ready for it. But you can go back. And oh, here's where we took a little break. If you'll see, we'll play a little music where we take breaks. We're waiting for somebody that had to go somewhere, probably a bathroom break. And so here we're back in session, and here I'm formulating most likely for somebody, and here I'm reading your comments. I'm just taking a moment and reading comments so that I can answer questions. And so that's some of the stuff that happens. Oh, and I'm burning sage. We like to get ours in on during class. So anyway, so that right there is what class is like. Here is where I taught people how to tweak a soap recipe. You know how that is when somebody gives you a soap recipe and then you're like, you know, I don't have what that is, you know. I don't have that. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm totally crooked now. But it's like, I don't have whatever that is, but I do have this. Can I switch it? And I taught everybody how to decide and how to find an oil that would switch, and then how to, you know, formulate the recipe. So I taught everybody how to do that. And then also how to make your own recipe. But one of the biggest questions that we will get, it came unplugged. One of the biggest questions that we will have is, I don't have soybean oil. Can I use olive oil? And so I taught you how to answer that question for yourself, which is totally cool. So anyway, so we really have a lot of fun in class. I always get my Zen box down and we get some incense burning, and a lot of the other people get their Zen box out and get their incense going and start burning their sage, and we have a really great time. But we learn at the same time, and with this series, everybody, you know, gets to ask questions and do stuff like that. Yeah, see here, I've had a lot of trouble getting used to the soap cal. I just saw that. It just popped up at me and now it's gone. So if you've had trouble with that, you might want to join how to make a soap recipe class. Or how to, you know, it's coming. Each one of those things will be done on there. And you know, there's always somebody that needs to know how to do that, and it always saves you money once you learn how to do that. Once you learn how to use that darn soap calculator correctly, you quit wasting your money on oils and making soap that don't do good, you know, icky soap, because you didn't know what you're doing with the soap calculator. But I teach you how to know what you're doing with the soap calculator. Now, you may not do good, but you'll know how to do good. I will teach you how to use that darn soap calculator so that you understand what all the little parameters are about it and the numbers and how that the soap calculator actually tells you whether it's a good recipe or not. And people just don't realize it. So so anyway, and also how to figure out what your oils lend to a soap. So you think, well, I really love olive oil, and I really love this kind of oil, but what would be good for for the soap? And I teach you how to tell what's good or bad about an oil when it comes to making soap. So that's some of the things that we do on here. All right, so that's about our soap making classes. And I so hope that you enjoyed this. We lost a few people. They were like, oh, I don't know anything about soap making classes. I know how to make soap. So anyway, so I got to go back to, I made new labels for my Terminator. It's really called Nitro Blast, but we've been, on the side, we've been calling it the Terminator. I beefed up the CBD in it big time. So we'll see if people want to pay for that. It's more expensive because it's got the CBD beefed up in it big time. So we'll see how that goes, right? And we're going to put it on the website and see if people want to buy some CBD that's beefed up and much stronger than the other. And remember, we've got CBD crystals for sale. And on our website, we've got CBD balm, we've got CBD drops, we've got CBD terpenes, we got CBD frogs, we got gummy bears, we got all kinds of fun things on there. So you can go to www.essential-soaps.com. So if you want to make some CBD products at home yourself, whether it's just putting CBD in oil and rubbing it on yourself or whatever, we've got some crystals and you can buy those and make your own products. All right. Bye, everybody.